Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name is Joe Oriani. You can reach me at Joe Oriani Podcast at yahoo.com if you wish to be on the show or if you have any comments. We'll have my website up officially in about 2 to 3 weeks. But I do want to welcome everybody here. There were some things I thought about this week. I had just come back from a trip, so I really didn't do my homework, which is okay because I seen a lot while I was away. But let me start off I want to thank the following countries: United States, Germany, UK, Switzerland, India, Croatia, Canada, Belgium, Denmark, and Iceland for listening to the show. I just hope that you guys and girls like it, and you let some of your friends know. Go to my YouTube channel, just click like, and it's free to subscribe, and you get all of that. A question came up the other day about me. Someone asked my brother, or said to my brother, that they couldn't figure me out. So I'm going to help you out, Donna. I'm going to tell you how. For all those who don't know me, and I'll continue this, I started this podcast with the idea of just interviewing people. I interviewed people that were bankers, auditors for banks, then be actors, then be nurses, then be a lawyer. Well, who's actually a lawyer now? People have all kinds of diverse things to do in life. But there's some things that happen after you couldn't get no more people that with you. So I got to do the thing, like everybody else. And my opinions. Some of my opinions are right, some of them are wrong. But whatever I say to you on this podcast, you need to double check for yourself. Okay, and really double check it, actually triple check it. I will never be politically correct. I don't give a damn. I will never be canceled because I sleep well at night. So, everybody goes, Yeah. For those who don't know me, and I'll say this, I am proud to tell all of you, all my listeners, that I lost my mom many years ago. And I went searching for him. I went to Never Never Land. I couldn't find. But you know what? At my age, 73, I gave up looking. I don't need him anymore. I'm old enough and stupid enough and smart enough to say whatever the hell I please. And I will do that. Like I said, I enjoy sleeping at night. Don't care who I offend, what I offend, and what I say. Yeah. To get a little more in tune to what this podcast is about and me, there's a couple of podcasts on here you can search and then listen to, then get back to me. The first one is 40 Years is a Lifetime. That was my 40 years sobriety. And it tells you all the different things I did. Some good, some bad, some indifferent, some funny, some sad. And that was done in May 12th, 2003. And another important one to me was Katie Smith, Part 2, November 16th, 2022. That, my friends, was all about women being abused from the eyes of an investigator. That was quite interesting and quite telling. And as she always says, love shouldn't hurt. If it does, you got problems. At the end of the podcast, I list for the United States every place they can contact if they have problems, questions, or they need support, anything at all. And that one, I'm proud of that one. I did another one about the veteran. Right, so that was a good one. Then I have one about PTSD. That was a good one. But one of the best ones I ever think I did was talking to a crazy person. October 26, 2022. I actually interviewed myself. I find that was funny, enlightening, and informative. Now, for those who are listening, I will tell you that when I was younger, I used to be a Democrat. I went to see JFK, John F. Kennedy, in Jersey City, Gerald Square, New Jersey, and that rally he had before he told us the place was packed. Nothing to move, no traffic. Couldn't get my orange juice or my pizza. Anyway, I can really listen because I don't, at that age, you're really not really into politics unless you're an activist or a nutcase. But one of the things I've learned that being a Democrat, the one thing he was going to do was cut taxes. I learned that late. He really wanted to cut taxes before he was assassinated. Uh, it's not the same Democratic Party then as it is now. Now it's a hateful, vengeful, dishonest party. So I am glad I'm at it. Right. In 2000, I switched to Republican and voted for George Bush. That's just the way it is. 9/11 came around, I stuck with the Republicans. However, I do not consider myself a Republican either. I consider myself more of a conservative. If the candidate's right, I will vote for them. If they are wrong, I will not. Over the years, I have voted for mostly Republicans or conservatives and a couple of Democrats along the way. That wasn't to make myself feel better. It's because they talked about a game. Not that anybody did what they were supposed to do anyway. Now, we're going to get to the election coming up, sir. The reason I'm doing this today is because we have a debate coming up Thursday, and I'll probably take my computer out, maybe to Colorado with me, and then Las Vegas so I can comment on it. But I'm not going to do anything before the debate because I want to hear the results. I want to watch the debate and wait till probably Friday and Saturday to I will opine on what I feel happened. But anyway, the Democrats lost their way. I remember years ago when I finally started talking about politics, I was the president of the Concerned Citizens for Pleasant Valley in Pennsylvania. I was president of the for the same group. And we got 3 school board elected members, 1 tax person, auditor, and we got the elected. Did I get elected? No, I was on the bottom of both Democrats and Republican side of the ticket. Nobody liked me. I remember it used to be fun doing those things because then I would go into, I remember one time I went to a room that was packed with TV cameras and there's some Democratic senator and he was just standing there watching. And funny story, as I got up to the podium to speak, I had all these notes that my staff, people that I worked with there, all the people, I don't call them staff, all the people that were put together this speech. And I got up there and I looked at the cameras, took the speech, I ripped it up, I threw it in the air, and I said, let me speak from my heart. So for 45 minutes, I gave a speech on taxes, on all kinds of stuff, school waste, all kinds of fun stuff. After we got done, the senator was still there. Well, Congressman, where the hell he was. But anyway, the cameras came to me, they did not come to him. My sister complained that I was on TV almost every night. Yeah, well, it was important. So when I left Pennsylvania, I decided to stop getting into politicians. I figured out all politicians lie, all politicians can't tell the truth, all politicians exaggerate. Because without Congress, politicians can't really do things. You just can't do executive orders. You should get Congress to help. Not that Joe Biden paid attention to the laws of Congress, because it says if you come over here illegally, it'll be deported. It's a really simple law. But he don't care about the laws. They say Donald Trump fit. No. I have always wondered why many years ago I could talk to someone about difference of opinions. Now, Democrats get real nasty. I'm going to tell you about my trip in a minute. That was interesting to speak about. Democrats get real nasty. They don't want to hear anything. You're right, you're wrong, boof, shut up, and go on. Take it. Now, let me talk to you about my trip. And I have some political access to it. I don't know if anybody here in the United States ever rode Amtrak. This would be my second time. The first time we had a roomette, which had a toilet, small one, and a sink, small one, and bunk beds. It was fine. They had enough room to stand up and change your clothes. When we got to the train station this time, we decided that instead of sitting in the boat, I'll upgrade $700 to a roomette. Well, guess what? Had no sink, no toilet, had to go down the hallway, and absolutely no room to stand. Change it. You couldn't do nothing. I mean, basically, that much. When we arrived in Virginia, the traffic was horrible. The drive is fucked. Then we got to New Jersey, and that's another story. As we entered New Jersey, I would tell you, all I seen was Trump signs. I did not see a Biden sign the whole trip. Problem in New Jersey, I saw the driver, they're polite when they cut you off because they put their signals on, not like down here in Florida. And it was designed, the road, the highway. It was just, to get to one side of the road, you had to go down two double loops, come back around. So, but I did not see a Biden sign. I was kind of impressed. When I was doing the baptisms that Saturday, I had to draw pictures I could send them to you. But when I was doing the baptism that Saturday, I met my daughter's mother-in-law, and she told me point blank that she was a very progressive person. I know shit, here it goes. And we started to get into politics. She said to me, I don't know you well enough to argue with you. Well, what that got to do with the time of day? So anyway, she just kind of cut off. I didn't want to go through it because I was giving her headsets back. I don't think she liked it much. Again, more Trump signs, absolutely no Biden signs. We get up to Pennsylvania, and I'm sitting there in the room, and a commercial comes on. Political commercial. Now, I know they're all kind of weird, exaggerated. Here comes this guy on and says, oh, why is a convicted felon? Donald Trump for president. Well, you have a really nice guy like Joe Trump. I mean, just from dark to light. And I had to laugh because I thought, I mean, I would have put in there and his son, convicted felon. But that was their commercials. We get up to upstate New York to visit some friends and cousins, and we were talking politics a lot. And they were telling me it was mostly Trump mostly Trump country up there. New York City and things like that were all crazy people for Biden. I had a laugh. They also mentioned, we talked about vice presidents, and they also thought that Nikki Haley would be a great vice president. Actually, so do I. That 20% extra she's picking up would help Donald Trump with no problem. Because I can't see anybody else I really like vice president. Rubio, no. Guy, Iowa, no. None of them. But I think Nikki Haley would really, really be helpful. And I think she'd make a good president next trip around. Because whoever becomes vice president has a real good chance of becoming president after 4 years are up. But that was it. We see, and like I said, every time we drive, we see Trump, 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 trucks, vans, Trump, 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 Trump. Trump won, Trump 2024. And if you look around all you want, all the way back, on the drive back from West Virginia, absolutely nothing. No Trump all the time. So, anyway, so that's what I thought was weird. At least people up there talk a little, not much. They don't argue with each other. The Democratic Party has gone to hell in a handbasket. They hate Israel. They call it genocide. And they don't remember Hamas started this on October 7th. So I don't understand that. If somebody invaded the United States like that, we go blow the shit out. Well, maybe not with Joe Biden. He'd probably send him some pencils or something. I mean, wasn't it Obama that sent Ukraine blankets way back? But, Democrats. They don't want war. They said Donald Trump was going to be a warmonger. Well, you know what? For 4 years, we didn't really have many wars at all. And now the world's going to hell so fast, it's unbelievable. I read an article the other day that said World War III is going to happen. And I've been saying that for months. Now, I noticed some people on Facebook get cut off if they have pro-Trump items or they speak their piece. Me, I've been in Facebook prison before or jail. It doesn't really matter. I have other ways to communicate with people. Here, TikTok, Twitter, email. So I'll use them as best I can. Facebook, I actually put some stories, not political ones if I can help it. Anyway, with all that said, I am looking forward to Thursday, and I know how Biden can win this debate easy as pie. All he has to do is stand there and breathe. And the left-wing media is going to go crazy and say, oh, look how good he did, how special he is. He actually stood there for an hour and a half without any help and without any notes. Well, if they fill him up with enough Ritalin, he can do anything. You know, if you go through some of the podcasts I told you about, I've done my share of drugs. So I know what it can and can't do. You know, cocaine to keep him up. I don't know what kind of, I really wish Trump was right that they gave him P-test before he started. Then we get back to that later. See what it says. For both of them. But now Trump is doing things that most Republicans have never done. He went to the Bronx. He went to Philadelphia the other day. He had thousands of people there. He left a $500 tip for a Philly cheesesteak. He signed a kid's $20 bill and had the kid in tears. Where's Biden? Oh, that's right. He's prepping for his big moment Thursday. But I have to ask the people that are on the left, Democrats, what kind of policies is he going to do? All he talks about is Trump. And how he's going to be a dictator the first day he gets in there. Yeah, Donald Trump said that, but you have to put it in context. He said he's going to be a dictator by allowing the gas to flow. And something else. Oh, close the border. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. But Joe Biden, all he's going to talk about Thursday is Donald Trump. I'm not going to talk about the other riots that happened in Seattle or any place else. So, with that in mind, folks, I'm going to get off. If you want to get a hold of me again, it's Joe Coriani. Podcast at yahoo.com. You leave a comment. If you want to join the show, and just send me a message of what you want to talk about, and we'll see if we can line it up and include it in the show. I do it by Zoom, so it's no hassle, no fuss, no fuss. Anywhere around the world. It's easy. Then I take it, I edit it, because, I do a lot of, and it's the spelling. All right, so just remember this. If you do find my models, keep them. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. It didn't work for me. That's Peter Pan. I'm still looking. Now, with that in mind, remember, if you are not laughing, you are not living. Have a great weekend here from warm summertime Florida. Getting ready for my next trip. Tuesday, we're going out to Colorado for 5 days and Vegas for 5 days. I am taking this computer along with me in case I have anything particular to say, like I lost all my money. Okay, guys, have a good one.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Build it up with iron bars, iron bars, iron bars. Build it up with iron bars, my fair lady. Iron bars will bend and break, bend and break, bend and break. Iron bars will bend and break, my fair lady. Build it up with gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver. Build it up with gold and silver, my fair lady. London Bridge is falling down, falling